Welcome to Content Breaker. He's Kai, I'm Kelz. We're joined by Bow Before Zog and Strangely Entertaining for, of course, the most important episode of Monster Girl Month. We are truly getting into the convergence of monsters and girls that make up the true power of Monster Girls. It's Monster Masume. Boy, howdy, nothing quite like the convergence of humans and monsters in smut.
Goodness, I never, not from a personal experience, but if someone watches this, it might be an awakening for them.
I mean, I feel like to watch this, you already have to have something awakened inside of you. Like,
I'm down for Monster Girls, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
like
That's my shit. Let's fucking rock, bro.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm here for this.
I mean,
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So let's kick it off with the definition of what the fuck is a Monster Girl. So, a Monster Girl is literally a human woman and literally anything else in the universe that could possibly exist.
That's kind of
Fantasy or
accurate.
otherwise.
Very, very respectfully, It could be a horse. It could be a cat girl. It could be, I don't know, Rascal Dreams of Bunny Girl Senpai. Technically, possibly a Monster Girl. Not really.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
very much worth watching this show for being suckered into Monster Girldom. It's literally, damn near human woman, anything else you want. Anything else you could possibly conceive of. That's a Monster Girl.
He's not wrong.
Sounds about right.
He's really not wrong at all.
There are even some straight out of mythology. Mermaids, lamias, nagas.
That's the secret.
Centaurs,
Uh,
but female.
Dullahans, yes.
Doolahans.
Dullahans, thank you.
We humans have been doing this shit forever.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to think about it too hard because that's
I don't know if you've seen some of those ancient sculptures. I literally saw one on Twitter the other day that had the butt the size of like it's massive.
I mean, I feel like one of the oldest ones is Isis from Egyptian mythos. Like
everything Egyptian, man. Like the fucking Sphinx.
Yeah.
With the woman's head.
Original
and
Monster
the cat
Girls.
body.
I'm just kidding, not really. But.
Yeah, man, definitely the combination between the human existence and comprehension and
Anything else.
exactly. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely
I mean,
all of the other natural things that could possibly exist and have some kind of cognizance or human attribution of intelligence.
yeah,
Oh,
like
no.
Medusa.
This show even has a slime as a character.
That
It's
is
literally just liquid that sometimes forms into a girl.
shit. That is shit.
And it counts.
I mean,
That is shit.
could be any shape you want.
Man,
Okay.
I'm just,
Can it be the shape of like a Ferrari?
form
So I can
of
drive it.
sure.
a human being, shape of
What
a
the
literal monster girl. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
yeah.
What?
This is a genre of smut that exists in the universe that specifically tense on the side of furry but with a lot of human characteristics, but of course it is something that is deeply rooted in the human existence. Of course we go back to Greek mythology with all of the crazy shit that Zeus was fucking.
It's true.
In all of his crazy ass fucking forms.
Yes, we've got centaurs, we've got satyrs, we've got anything that looks feminine but happens to be something else. It doesn't matter. He turns Io into a cow. I think I got that right.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's absolutely wild, and this persists into current modern times. Hey, we've got an entire show with the variety of girls that meet monsters, and we're gonna show them to you over 13 episodes, 12 episodes. I don't know. At least for this first season, there are many more.
Didn't he bone
Cersei
Cersei as well?
Season 2 yet, but I think they're working on it.
I hope so. The OVAs were great.
I hate that I hate that I didn't have the opportunity to watch the OVAs. I barely had the time to watch the first season, and of course I was like, a true professional and go, Verb doesn't have this uncensored. I am wasting my time.
Yes.
We
gotta watch the uncensored version.
If you're gonna watch this if you're gonna watch the show anyway, you might as well go for the uncensored cut.
Brains, did you watch this censored or uncensored? Don't you lie to me.
No, I was on Verve, so
you coward.
Hey,
you coward.
No, you know what? Thank you for coming up to speed with the product. Like
coward.
No.
Find the uncensored one then.
As we true cultures are. Thank you for coming up to speed as best as you could. If you didn't, we'll haunt you forever. But no, certainly it's like, yes, you have come here for a specific reason. That is Monster Girls with bare titties, and by virtue of the existence of Monster Masume, that is a product that is now viable.
It exists.
So the question still remains: is there a plot to this show, or is it just monster titties?
There's a plot.
There is.
Okay.
There's a lot of plot. There's a lot
I was
of plot.
not expecting. What would be the nutshell version, winky face, of the plot of Monster Masume?
Okay, so the nutshell overall version of Monster Masume, I would say a young male who is probably in his 20s or so. It gets put into an exchange program to where monsters are trying to be introduced into society from wherever they're from, their world, and he's trying to prove coexistence and cohabitation by being a part of this program. He first gets introduced to Mia, who is a Lamia, snake girl, and she falls in affection and love with him, but he cannot touch them under the law of the Interspecies Act, meaning
that don't
you
stop
touch
them from touching him.
You go to jail. Yes, they touch him, but he can't touch them. So he also keeps getting other girls because he has this unique ability about him to not monsterize them and see them what they are at the end of the day as girls, like people who have feelings and don't judge them on all that they are. So this is the story of them and their cohabitation, and then we get a plot twist like episode 10 or 9 where it's like, hey, you actually are going to pick a wife from one of them because you're going to be our case study. And then that's when things pick up.
Yo, shout out to your bomb ass.
That was great
explanation. Like,
amazing.
I would have been like, he tries to get fucked by a snake girl. He tries to get fucked by a spider girl. He tries to get fucked by a horse girl. Yeah, no, thank you. I do
weird harpy stuff.
That explanation.
That was pretty on point.
Really weird harpy stuff.
Well, harpy is more like a child than a poppy.
That harpy needs to go.
No, it was weird.
Her mom, though. Anyway, sorry.
God damn.
Yes, we'll get to it. But yes, very much. It's some schmuck who happens upon being like a foster father to all of these monster girls, to which he cannot, by law, touch them, which all of them want to be touched because,
Protagonist, that's why.
Your typical Shonen protagonist every Monday mornings, 7 p.m. We're plugging our shit. Certainly, yes, very much just protagonist bullshit. To which we get introduced to the world. And the world is kind of interesting. It's like the combination. We see this in kind of B&A, except in more of a
Wholesome matter.
Yes, definitely.
Wholesome, yes,
like
sure.
it's the coming together instead of the separation of beast people versus human ass humans. That's a technical term. It's a trade name. But certainly it's more of a wholesome matter in which everything is focused on the positivity and love between the monster girl and our main protagonist, even if there are eyeballs. So let's kick it off with our cast of monster girls. We start off, of course, with Mia the Lamia, the snake girl, who is an adventure in of herself.
Yes, she's probably the most two-dimensional character for me. Honestly, I just feel like I don't. Maybe it's because we don't see her introduction. She's just already kind of like there. In the manga, you see that like, oh, this is how she got here. But in the anime, it's just like we're already starting off with her. So, like, I feel like she's the most two-dimensional character. Not bad, but just like not complex as someone like opposed to Arachnir or Mirun or
the way
Centaura.
the way I like to see like in these kinds of anime, like with DxD it's Reyes, but like here it's Mia, and I don't know, I always see them as like
that's
know,
the
and
main girl. That's
like
the one that
yeah,
shows.
Yeah,
that's
front
that's the main girl. That's the Ryu. Like to like if if you're talking about like fighting games or whatever, it's like
It's the Yuki.
Yuki.
My bad.
She ain't quite as bad as but she crazy.
Oh, when you said Yuki, I was like, is he talking about freaking Vampire Knight?
that's a whole different kind of monster girl. That
Definitely.
Same complex though. I am the bone of my brother's sword.
I thought you were going in a completely different direction with that. But, okay.
We don't get there in this series, at least for the first season, but certainly,
Thank goodness.
yes. But certainly, it is. Mia feels like the main girlfriend, but it is a whole ass harem, and a harem that doesn't feel extra out of place. Kai, remind me, because I absolutely forget. There was a harem that I was feeling extra like wrong about that felt weird.
Was it the Monogatari harem?
Oh, that was the one. It was the Monogatari harem, because it's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Primarily because all the like brother and lolly shit.
Yeah.
But
that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it every single time.
But they're not his sisters.
One of them isn't, but anyways, in Monster Masume, like it doesn't feel extra out of place for there to be a random ass harem that absolutely loves him that he can't reciprocate on, and it doesn't except for the weird extra shit that we got to plug in here.
This okay,
so just one weird incident in an episode. That's not making a move.
Just a lot of bath time. There's a lot of bath time.
Sucking a tree, deity's titties.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
Kaiju fights.
Helping your shedder skin of her tail.
Yeah.
That was Lord Jesus.
We'll get there.
Egg laying. So I do, you know how it is.
I do have to say though that this, next to this, there was this harem called Quintessential Quintuplets, and the ending completely hoed me. So we're not gonna talk about that. But this is probably something that I'm most curious about who he'll end up with, because High School DxD, I'm already like, yeah. That's probably my favorite harem, but I feel like Issei is going to be for the streets. Like, he's going to go to everyone, I feel like, at the end of it.
It's a true harem.
We all love you, master.
This could be, like, a one and done, but I want it to be, like, I want our boy Kurusu to be, like, for the streets. Like, because I can't... Like, if he's not for the streets, I feel like he's going to end up with Mia. And I feel like Mia on my best girl list is, like, near the bottom. No disrespect, but it's just, like, there are other standouts, like, in this. Like, And there's even better characters who aren't even technically in the harem who get introduced later. Like, I feel that if we don't have a harem, like, he's gonna go to Mia, and I don't want that.
Let's run down them characters right quick. So we've got, of course, Mia the Lamia, the snake girl.
Yeah. Then we got Shintara.
Let me guess. She's a mermaid.
No.
Yes.
Dan,
Oh,
how
yes.
did you know? How did
No.
you know?
Wait. What?
She's a Vulcan, Zog. Jesus.
Just her name, Centaura. Come on.
Death Knight.
I was like, what in the world? What happened? What
She's
happened?
a Death Knight from freaking Demon Souls. Thank you very much.
Anywho, we got
the centaur.
We got the centaur, which is fun.
Yes.
Large
He's
bosom,
very
very honorable. Then we got Poppy, the bird brain.
Very bird brain.
Literal bird brain.
her
She's
joke
so
gets
stupid.
very
It's
old
adorable.
very quickly.
She's
We've
just so
got-
stupid, though.
We've got Sue, the
Slime.
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 I was
Slime.
like, please tell me you remember what.
Yeah, really just a slime.
We got Marione, I believe.
we
They
got
pronounced it.
Lorelei the Mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lorelei, yeah.
Let's circle back to Lorelei in a minute. Well, we also got Arachne.
The
Rock.
Jaragumo of it. Or for those who don't know what that is, Spider Girl.
We got the Spider Girl who's all into Shibari.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we love that. And then we got Lala, the bringer of death.
The
We got-
Doulahan of the show.
Yep.
Oh, and for those who don't know what a Doulahan is, fairy with without a head.
Watch 86.
Think Sleepy
Yes.
Hollow Headless Horseman, except
It's all I
fairy girl.
That's all I thought
Very-
about. It was like 86. I gotta finish 86.
Very exactly both of those, except like sexy.
Yes.
I
I mean, Shin is pretty sexy.
I
The way he
ain't,
be shooting people.
I ain't judging, man.
Maybe.
I wasted all of my
Anyways.
time catching up on 86 this last week instead of
I was
doing-
wondering who that was, but it was worth it, though, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
We'll talk about that later.
But no, certainly. So I want to circle back to Lorelei the Mermaid.
Is that your favorite?
It was no,
Oh, okay. I was
certainly not, because she's all like, tragedy is my jam.
He is
Oh, yeah.
really
Oh,
from the
yeah.
streets.
Her whole thing is she likes the Little Mermaid, not the movie, the original story.
Yes. But also kind of the fact that like in our grand harem of like universal whatevers, we have someone that is like by virtue of existing on land is like not physically capable. Like she has to be in a wheelchair. And this is kind of like interesting to see another culture take on introducing a character that has to be non-traditionally functional. I'm sure that there's a functional word for that term that I'm not aware of. But certainly like the inclusion of a character that is not traditionally accessible, functional, is interesting. Like that's great in terms of like other cultures including this shit.
Yeah,
And she's
like,
sexy, so it's like, yeah, give a fuck about this person that doesn't have legs, yo.
yeah, 100%. Like, I like that. I like how, and it deals with like, I feel like in a way, it also deals with kind of like body shaming, even though it's like the hyper realized by them being monsters. But it's like when Centauri was out living her best life or worst life, and everybody's like, oh, look at that freak and all this and that. And like, you know, our boy Kurutsu was like, I throw hands, you know, like, and just seeing like
There
how
is certainly that metaphor.
yeah. So that was cool to see how they addressed that as well. There's a lot of things going on in this that are just like I feel like there's no like besides like maybe Redo of Healer, I feel like there's no like true smut anime that you can't take something away. Like, because people are like, oh yeah, freaking Scum's Wish is the scuddiest thing ever. I'm like, did you watch that? Because that's like crazy, like real. And I feel like we know some people in our lives who are surprisingly accurate to the female teacher in Scum's Wish. But we're just gonna go that if you know, you know. So anyway, but
I'm glad his mic is muted right now.
I don't know how that roundabout happened, but
that face, Kelz.
Speaking of Monster Girls,
yeah,
where were we?
What's your favorite Monster Girl?
Man, it's hard. It is like
I got.
It is
3.
Okay, so I'm gonna go first. My favorite by 0.5 is Ragnar. I just love her vibe. I feel like she literally exudes step on me energy times.
Do it.
Hold up.
Do it.
Like my question is on its step out of me energy bullshit. Is it Ragnaria? Or is it somebody else? Like does Centaura not exude step on me energy?
She does. Like they both do. That's why she's number 2. I was getting there. Like Ragnaria is number 1 for me because I like her personality. I like how she's very tsundere type, but also like very like loving. And I don't know, it's like something like in her introduction and like reading about her in the manga too. I'm like, yo, you're just an awesome character, and I like really like this. Like Ragnaria is low key like one of my best girls. It's like top 20 waifus, which we will get around to doing that one day. Like she cracks it at number 20. Sad truth. And then Centaure is number 2 for me because like just her personality, like you said, she's got that step on me energy as well. Also the fact that she's like, and those are the 2, like outside of everything else, Centaure and Ragnar seem like to be the main 2 who actually have Kurusu's like interest at heart and care about him outside of like their own selfish desires. Like we always got Mia like hurting him and Poppy and everything. Like so I feel like those are the actual 2 that give the most of a care about our main character. And 3, I guess, would be the character I put in the general chat for reasons in science. But other than that, you know, just those are my top 2.
Goodness.
All right, gentlemen, y'all's favorite Monster Girls?
Just as a Monster Girl or favorite character?
Best girl. Who's your best girl? Oh, we're talking best non-Monster Girls. I gotta give it to the like agent as well. Like honorable mention.
I was actually
her.
about to ask if she was a monster or not.
She's not.
I don't think Miss Smith is.
Because she's probably my favorite character in this, but if it's like out of the Monster Girls we have, yeah, I'd probably give it to Arachne.
Best girl though, Miss Agent. Like Miss Agent up there with Ragnar. If like we're counting her, it's Arachne, then Miss Agent, then Satara.
It's too much step on me energy.
Yeah, man.
Like, the Agent, I just want to grab like a beer with her and be like, "Yo, can you just be my wife / best friend?" Like, you get it.
And she'd be like, "No, I have a career, and it will be okay."
And she'd be like, "I'll step with you on the weekends." And I'll be like, "Gang."
Nah, man, that'd be a right.
That'd work for me.
Oh gosh.
My
so
favorite.
I'll work on the weekends.
Oh.
Sorry. Who's your favorite?
My favorite Monster Girl is Bicycle Police Officer. It's just out here doing his fucking job. And be like, excuse me, is there anyone in here trying to like, I got a call, man. I'm it's just out here looking.
Just no crimes, please.
Oh God, what the fuck is this?
Worst character.
But equally, like,
tell me how you real feel.
I mean, Sue's fun, And also, the Dryad's fun in her fully grown stage.
Yes. Thanks.
How y'all feel?
Well, I didn't get to say mine.
Then
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
All right.
We were.
I just feel like
yeah,
I feel.
Questions
Oh,
there,
okay.
man.
I'm trying. I just feel like anything I'm going to say is going to be like, oh, but anyways.
I mean, we're gonna judge you because your wife is around, but your wife is the one to judge. We're just giving you
I'm just
shit.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
She's like,
Gosh,
"You gotta
I'm gonna go from like bottom to top. You know, I do.
That's how I like it.
Oh, gosh. Anyways,
Mhm.
Lala, like, just because she has a scythe, I don't know. She's just like a little interesting. Like, she could kill
Love
you.
to the
I don't know
Duhan.
if that's like, yeah. I don't know if that's like. Anyways, I do like Arachne's hair though. Like, so she just got up
Just
there.
the hair?
I mean,
or-
you know, okay,
No,
there-
I
you know.
mean,
You know
Contributing
what
factors, you know.
He can squash me with her exoskeleton.
and all them
Sue-
legs.
Mm-hmm.
Sue's pretty fun as well.
Okay.
Of course,
Okay.
right as I'm saying this, Dana walks into the. Anyways,
What's her favorite monster girl?
I don't think she has one. I don't know.
Howard.
It's weird. Zombina. I kind of like.
Zombie
yeah.
is great.
Zombina.
I'll take that. Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta give
Zombina
love
was
to
pretty
Aiden.
cool.
Sabina's dope. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. She's crazy. So like,
I do like Zombina. I feel like Zombina would be your type of monster girl too. If you were like forced to marry someone other than your wife, and then monster girls existed in the world, I feel like you would pick Zombina. She would be a good fit for you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Gives you
She could-
just the right amount of shit.
So Zombina's your
Willing
number
to call
one,
you
Strange.
yours.
yeah.
So who's your number two? Like who's your second
It was
runner?
like either Sue or Arachne. One of those. They're kind of tied. I mean, ish.
You like women who can hurt you. I respect that.
I don't know why, man.
It's okay.
He just said it.
Feel judged, man. I'm like, bicycle police officers can't do shit to me, man. Like maybe that's my
Also, that's a man, so I'm not judging you.
I can't.
Like, I'm just like, you do you, bro. Like, it's 2021. Like, you know.
Well, we're watching Monster Girl shit, man. What does anything mean?
I
Zog,
felt
That's a fair question.
Zog, what's your jam in terms of the
Honestly, I was thinking about Arachne, but since you brought up Zombina and I'm remembering her, what she's like now, yeah,
Told you.
she's
I
probably
mean,
the best one.
it's just.
If Smith actually isn't a monster and doesn't count,
yeah.
shit?
Iron Smith is not a monster. She's a whole human.
humans are the worst monsters.
True, you ain't wrong.
Oh,
Facts. Damn.
ooh,
Real.
ooh, big
Just 'cause
twist.
they-
I,
Big twist. We are all monster girls deep down inside.
that's not even that deep for me, bro. I gotta say though, I did have you guys' best girls pegged, so I want to like tell you
Oh,
what I
really?
thought.
Okay,
but-
I want to hear this.
All right.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna start with Kelz. I thought his would be Monaco, which is like the Cyclops chick. I don't know why I thought that
I
would
could
be
see
your
that.
jam, Kelz.
I could see
Just because
that.
she's mostly human doesn't mean I ain't also down with Cyclopes. Like,
I just
Monaco,
expected you to
Monaco,
be.
I get it.
I just expect you to be the most like out there, like the one who I wouldn't expect. So that's why I was like, I feel like he would go for her.
He picked
that's
the
why she was a bicycle police officer. But
True, like you always exceed my expectations. I respect that.
like reasonable expectations? No, certainly. That is a reasonable, like, plain ass, big eyeball. Yeah.
And for some
No,
reason,
I
like
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
it's also because she's like the most about her stuff. She's like, we got shit to do, and like let's just do it.
Like, this man looked at me as a person. Get the fuck out of here. We got jobs to do. I gotta shoot this fucking sniper
got time
rifle
for
with
this
my
shit.
one ass eyeball.
I feel that.
Yeah.
And then Zog, for you, I ironically thought it would be either Zombina or the Doppel chick, only because they're both chaos energy, like personified.
That is fair.
Like, I was like, I feel like Zog would get the character that'd be like, I'm just here to like, fuck everything up and take names later. And
That's
not
fair.
And I'm not gonna lie, Strange. I 100% either thought yours would be Rachne because of my fellow Step on Me energy brother, or Leore, just because she's like, I don't know, like it feels like she would fit your personality as a person.
I mean, well,
minus the cheating.
Yeah, that was all.
Like if you took that away, I know what it was. It was because she's so scatterbrained. I love you. Like the aquarium episode. Like she was just like, here are these tickets. I'm gonna go live my best life in the aquarium. I was like, this is a strange moment. See what I did there?
Yes.
Strange moment. You should coin that.
We're all so proud.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Very good. Very close.
So,
golf.
Yeah. Yay, golf. So, I do have to ask though, like, what moments like stood out for you guys in terms of like what was going on in this show?
I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
Okay.
With your
Strange.
with your whole ass
Pick
ring.
me.
Yeah, man. Tell me your married truth.
Make me feel alone without talking. Strange succeeds.
Aw. I don't know. I was kind of a fan of the kaiju fight. I was like, yo, what? I didn't know we'd be here at this situation with monster girls. I'm wondering if actually there's going to be a whole Godzilla girl that just shows up. Could you imagine?
This isn't my hero.
Oh, look, I'm just saying.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it very well could be because like we have a 9-tailed fox girl show up and a Pegasus, so like there are
what
mythical
I'm hearing is
creatures.
I should be reading the manga.
No, bro, you should dead ass be reading the manga. Like it's so good, and there's actually a story, and like it's really good.
All right.
It's slow though; it comes out super slow.
I would just like, I'm mad that Tree Kaiju didn't have titties because I'm like, Kaiju Sue with the Dracula what the fuck am I talking about Dracula with the Godzilla beam had titties, like the tree
True.
Kaiju didn't have titties.
Where's the plant love?
That'd be too much. Too much.
Too much.
You can't have giant wooden titties. It
With
just
the rest
doesn't.
of the show?
They can't jiggle. That's the thing. That's the point.
You tell that to Power Rangers Mystic Force because we totally had a giant druid with titties at the Zord.
But
Where's Power Rangers? Next Overdrive.
That's Overdrive.
no, certainly I do appreciate the variety of stuff that's going on in this universe. Because there's something in my brain that I totally forgot.
Favorite moment?
Godzilla, Solid Snake. I appreciate the references they make and the commitment they make to those references. It is fun in a way that is like referential outside of, hey, look at my monster girl titties. Which is a large, important part of this show. But certainly having something to connect with outside of like monster girl titties is like crucial and fun.
For me, I feel like my top moments were either when we found out Sue also had like superpowers, and she was like, I can share or project my memories on the people when Home Dude was
I can
sick.
read your mind.
Yeah, I was like broken and disturbing, very, very disturbing. I liked it was the OVA, so I'm gonna count it. But like when Ragnare's original host family had showed up and was like, I want you back, and like our boy was like listening to the host family and be like, oh, I'm gonna take care of her and all this and blah blah blah, and it seems like she's gonna go because Ragnare's all packed and everything. And Karutsu's basically like, nah, fuck you. She's staying here. Like, she's family. And everybody's like, what? And he's like, yeah,
now.
I give zero shits about you. You let her go and treat her as a monster. Yeah, get the fuck out of my house. And I was like, all right, okay. Gang, gang. And when he hit that dude, shout out to him for hitting that dude. Yeah,
Zog.
Cool.
Worst moment, Poppy.
just
Just
Poppy.
Poppy.
Just Poppy.
Poppy laying an egg was by far the worst moment for me.
That was.
Speaking of, let's talk about the crazy bullshit that's happened, like Poppy laying a fucking egg.
Ugh.
Thank you for not being so incredibly weird in the visuals, but equally going strange ass places. Like,
Yep.
Why?
It was definitely an episode I wasn't expecting, and I definitely wasn't expecting it to take up a whole episode.
Top 5 hair moments for me.
good to know.
Yeah.
Right under Ria's
Alright.
confessing her love. Right under Asgard thing of playing it.
All I'm
Box cutter
saying,
girls cutting dude's throat.
all I'm saying is, thank God it wasn't redo healer shit, because you brought that up previously, and in the grand scheme of harems,
I don't know.
thank God we didn't go down that route.
It got close. There's a lot of.
No.
bondage.
Range, have you watched
A lot
Redo of
of
Healer?
No.
Oh, you
They
have.
did
I
not
know.
get shown.
I know about things, but I don't know. I might. Have
There
to
was
watch it at
no
some point,
hot
but-
rods in this. There were no cars.
No.
Bro.
Yeah, watch Redo of Healer.
Next week on Content Breaker. No, we're doing other important stuff. Not redo it here. I changed that on the calendar, boys.
That was.
That day.
I was
noticed that.
concerned. I was highly concerned for a minute. I'm like,
Nah,
am I
man,
really?
I was ready.
I mean, other than Monster Girls getting the jam on,
Trying.
Monster Masume is pretty much like the go-to, most wholesome route for your Monster Girl jam. There is other stuff that exists, like Redo a Healer, that we're not going to talk about tonight.
Like High School DxD, which we have already talked about, which you can go look at in another podcast.
Do we count that as Monster Girls, other than like
They're demons.
They're
Demons.
devils.
That's
But
I'd
just
say
that-
counts.
But like in a universe that does not include other Monster Girls, like, do we count demons as Monster Girls?
I mean, I feel like they are part of the occult because, I mean, I don't know. Like,
I think
I
on
would say yes, but at the same time, I would say no. You could argue each ways because then are angels monster girls?
Definitely.
So, I mean, if angels are monsters girls, then I guess, yeah, so are ghosts.
Yeah,
mean,
I think on a technicality
theoretically-
level, sure, but
Theoretically,
everything.
Anything that is not human is technically a monster. No, that's flawed. I don't like that. I hate that logic. I hate us as human beings.
Yeah, that gives us
You heard it here
problematic
first.
stuff.
I'm
But,
becoming Demi Lovato, guys. I need your help. I need you to subscribe to keep me from
There is
becoming
no
Demi
helping at that
Lovato.
point.
you're
I
I
also
want to.
you're
eat
also going
frozen
to
yogurt.
sell certain kinds of toys on your Instagram.
Yeah, that's yeah.
It's a
Wow.
real thing that happened.
Anyway,
Yeah.
rounding out the bullshit I wrote 45 minutes ago, which I cannot locate.
I do have a
Thanks.
question.
Thanks,
Live
Jamie.
recording.
Thank you. Scroll up. Nope, it's gone.
Scroll down.
It's gone forever.
A live recording chat.
no,
Go to the live recording chat.
What is your question before we just roll to outro?
Okay, so I would like to know where you guys think the series are going. Do you think, like, is there a girl you think he's going to end up with? Do you think he's going to end up with everybody? Like, what do you think the end is going to be? And let's just kick it off with our boy Zog. What do you think is going to happen?
I mean, honestly, the English translation for this thing is daily life with a monster girl. So I'm thinking it's just going to go through some life's biggest milestones, like marriage and whatnot. So he's clearly going to have to marry at least one of them.
Mhm.
But I do think they're all going to still be living in the same house.
Which one, if you had to think, which one do you think he would marry?
Me is the one they're basically setting up as the quote unquote correct answer. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't care enough to actually pick one of them.
That's fair. That's fair. Kelz?
Man,
That is the correct answer, sir.
thank you. All I'm hoping for is that all of humanity becomes Tang on all of the monster girls continue to exist until humans get their shit right and come back from the void and choke out their hoe ass previous girlfriends to then continue on to Monster Girl dumb. That's the only thing I can Evangelion hope for.
And then make 3 Reboot movies with a true ending.
Yeah,
Boom.
It's like a
Where
post-apocalyptic
Mari
monster.
is secretly a monster girl because she's manufactured. Who knows? We're not going to get into it.
They all are manufactured except
this sounds
him.
like the one true ending to me.
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy, man. But no, certainly. Whatever question you pitched, I hope it. I want one. I want one. Like if it's the snake girl, if it's the Lamia, give me the Lamia. Stop playing at this bullshit.
Yeah,
that's my thing. That's my jam. I'm like, okay, monster girls, come at me.
Yeah.
Bring your monster girl dumb in my general direction. But equally, I'm like, yo, only one.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair.
There can only be one.
I personally agree. I want there to be one as well. Like, I don't even want there to be like any side hoes, and I want the one to either be either Centauri or Arachne because, again, I think they're the best fits for him. I think Poppy's like a child. I think Lala doesn't even have romantic interest in him at all. Sue is also like a child. Leore doesn't actually care about him. I feel like just wants tragic romance. I just called her Leore.
Monster wants tragedy.
And Mia is just so obsessive. Like, it doesn't even feel like there's any genuine love there, and the bitch can't cook. But yeah,
Hey,
so I hope he ends up.
So it kind of works.
I hope he ends up with Centauri or Arachne because they're best girls and have the most to offer. Strange.
Oh my God.
All right, so I think where the
Lilith.
series is going is
Lilith.
that we're gonna go back to the past to where there's a monster doctor man, and he's gonna.
I hate that. I hate that we got hold like that.
Girl.
I hate that we got hold by Monster
That's where the
Doctor.
series
That was
will continue.
the worst trash ever. So Strange is
No,
send his energy to Arachne, and I agree. No, thank you, Strange.
So, well, yeah, okay. So, either I realistically see the story where he ends up with like all of them, or he doesn't get married, that they're all one big happy family, or something. A cop-out ending, if you will. Realistically, though, I would like to see him get with at least one of the ladies. You're right, either Mia or Arachne. So,
Arachne, screw me.
yeah. I mean, it's just, it's fine. But I don't know. Season 2 could be some twist, could be some turns, could be nothing. We could go
the
back.
manga do have
Could
some
not
twists.
be season 2.
The manga is interesting. I honestly don't feel like we'll get a season 2. I want us to, but I don't feel like we will because life is pain. But hey, we got a season 2 of Devil's a Part-Timer like 12 years later, so screw me. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yay.
For all those cultured, what is this random ass Monster Girl season that came out that has absolutely nothing to do with the current timeline? Any idea?
Monster Girl Doctor?
No, it was a season that came out that was like branded Monster Masume, but not like current timeline shit.
Yeah, that's the doctor one. That's what I was
Doctor
referring
one.
to. Yes.
Oh yeah, it's super absolute trash, and it has nothing to do with anything, and I hate it, and I don't know why they did it. Like, literally all the comments under the section was like, we wanted Monster Mune Season 2. Why do we have this? This is trash. This is garbage. It wasn't
At least
even
they
lewd.
could have explained how the monster girls got separated from humans in the first place, but I think that'd be too much.
Your point is very important, but it wasn't even lewd.
Eh.
It wasn't even lewd at all. Like, there was nothing that happened.
How you
It was
gonna
like-
have nothing go anywhere and not titties, man?
Yeah, it was absolutely horrible. Like, I hate it.
It's like that. We have plenty of stuff that's not titties, but thank y'all for doing professional research.
You're welcome.
For the podcast.
Gang.
Gang.
Final thoughts on Monster Masume.
Ragnar was the best part of it. I hope they finish this series at some point. The manga comes out super slowly. There has been some changes, so hopefully, maybe we will see a true ending, and hopefully, we'll see it animated one day. But it's a fun. I've rewatched it probably like 3, maybe 4 times. It's a fun, like, if you're just bored and need to watch something that you've already seen before, or while you have something else going on, you can put it in the background. So
Not in
I'll
front of
give
your
it that.
family.
Yeah, I watched it in the living room. One of the watches.
No.
Yeah, it is what it is. They know what it
Depends
is.
on your family.
More
Yeah.
proud than me, bro. But whatever at this point.
I could never.
You could. I'll do it with
No.
you one day.
Gotta commit.
Please don't.
Because you're living in your own house. That's
Next
how you
meeting
run
we
the
have, I'll put it up on the screen so Data and Sarah can see the type of people that we are.
Sarah knows.
He does. Especially from the hurricane. When I made y'all watch that one Testament of New Devils.
It's like that, boys. But we've made it through another smut anime.
Yay, we did it.
Which was rather more fun than other stuff I could consider. Thank y'all so much for joining us. You can of course catch the podcast at all of your podcatchers, at Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Podcast, at Concept Breaker, or YouTube as well, Concept Breaker as well. Y'all got stuff to do?
Yeah, you can find me at SagDreads on Twitter, where I will tweet about things and talk about things and do stuff.
Wow.
With Monster Girls.
Yeah.
Yes. I have engineered monster girls that you will see soon. So,
If
Japan's
next
actually working
video-
on it as well.
If next video does not feature Monster Girls, I'm gonna be sad.
what
But-
type of tissue do you like?
Don't worry about it. You asking questions, don't ask questions. But,
I'm just gonna yell "Monster Girl" at the beginning, like that's an
Monster
ad-lib in a rap song.
Condo Girl Low.
Monster Cardo.
It's gonna be
That's
Harpy
a good
Lady as the thumbnail.
That does make a question, though. Is Dark Magician Girl a monster girl?
Don't worry about it. You worried about it. Don't worry about it.
Monster Cardo.
Anyway, Strange, who are you?
Hi, I am Strangely Entertaining. You can find
Howdy.
me on YouTube, sort
Oh.
of, and you can also find me on the Twitch, twitch.tv/Strangely Entertaining. And then you can also find me on YouTube. Wait, I said YouTube. Crap, I messed it up. Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. I
Great.
stream.
Go
Hold on.
team.
Stream on Tuesdays. There you go.
At
7 o'clock-ish.
Content Breaker. At content. No, I'm talking about Strangely Entertaining.
I
At
almost had
Strangely
it.
Space Entertaining.
I almost had it.
Wherever he is. Whatever. Go
I'll never get it
team.
right, but I
Alright.
almost did. I
We're
was this
talking
close.
about more Monster Girls next week. Thank God we can't get away from them. What Monster Girls are we talking about next week?
Some raccoons, some birds, maybe some lizards.
All right.
But they're all going to be surrounded by different party members and adventurers for a more RPG style adventure. We're talking
Blood Slayer.
Rising of the Shield.
Oh shit.
We're talking Rising of the Shield Hero next week.
Also, bomb ass cool. God bless you next week. We'll catch y'all later.
Bye.